So now it's time during your option period of the contract that you get your home inspection done. We have a list of preferred home inspectors that we've used in the past that are very, very good. But getting your home inspection done as soon as possible after your contract acceptance is very key. If anything comes up during the inspection that is not working properly, then we can address that in an addendum to the seller and try to get that taken care of on your behalf, for you prior to closing. So we do have a lot of buyers who are purchasing new construction. I still highly recommend get a home inspection done. The new constructions are built by humans too, so things can be missed. So I just feel for your peace of mind, and it's also a lender requirement in most cases, that you do have a home inspection done with a reputable inspector licensed by the state, and so it gives you peace of mind to know what is going on with the property that you're about to invest in. Additional, depending on they do vary in prices, depending on the age of the home, the size of the home, if it has a pool. So there isn't just a set price for your home inspection, but you can expect anywhere from $400 to $800 for a home inspection. That is something that is your expense. It's an upfront cost out of pocket that you would be responsible for, paying the inspector directly. You also need a pest inspection, which is it's called a WDI, wood destroying insect inspection. Lenders require this as well. If you're, depending on the type of loan you're getting and the age of the home, you will need that to see if there's any signs of termites or rodents or anything like that. So some inspectors include that in their initial cost. Sometimes they outsource that and it'll be a separate cost. So again, we do have, our downloadable list of preferred inspectors that we have used many, many times and that we highly recommend if you do not have one. But again, it is your choice to get a home inspection, choose the inspector, and get that paid for up front.
Now, home inspections, when the reports come back, are often scary. Yes. They are very long documents, just by nature. It is on a state-regulated form that they fill it out. And even if there's nothing wrong and you print it out and it's just a stack of papers, it's intimidating. And
a typical inspection can be, 25 to 40 pages long because they identify every, all the mechanicals, the electrical, plumbing, roof, foundation, everything, every major component in your property is going to be listed, whether it's, defective or not. Now, I will touch on this again. It is very important to understand that if your house is not brand new, you may, the inspector is required to note an item as deficient, even though it may be working properly, if it's not up to current building codes. For example, if your hot water heater is, 8 years old, if you installed a new hot water heater today, there would be different codes, such as a pan underneath and different type of fittings. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the hot water heater is not working. It just means if you were to replace it, it is not up to current building codes. And that's very important, that we identify and separate what's actually working properly and what's just a code violation. So we will walk through every step of this inspection so you fully understand it, and then if something is not working as intended, then we need to address that with the seller and see if we can get that taken care of.
Now, the inspection report does have photographs of each individual item on there that the inspector takes and inserts, and so we can actually view it. We do recommend that you, as the buyer, do show up at inspection at the end at the very least. So if there's anything of note, that you can go over it with the inspector directly and physically see, touch, understand exactly what it is, and ask them any questions. You're paying for the inspection, and that is the best use. You don't necessarily have to be there the whole time. You could. It's up to you. But just know that it is very important that somebody shows up at the end and goes over that with the inspector. Typically, we have seen many inspections, and when we just get them emailed to us, we know exactly what it is. We'll walk through what's important and guide you to what the necessary things are. If there are issues, there are also not going to be roadblocks. We'll go around them, we'll figure a way out, and we'll work with the seller to see what's most important for you and how we can accomplish it correctly.
Now, again, prior to closing, you will also want to get a re-inspect done. So when you schedule your initial inspection, ask them what they would charge you for a re-inspect. So say, we have 5 items on the report that we need to have taken care of. The sellers agreed to take care of them. Well, prior to closing, you just want to go back and make sure that they are taken care of. So to have your inspector actually go back, because he knows what he's looking for, and he, can let us know if it's taken care of or not. I think that that's, strongly encouraged from us to do, and gives you the peace of mind.